Hello again, it's Jim Snee again. You probably remember my rambling last time, and this time I'm actually going to try and stick to the point and tell you something specific. Now, I said in my last broadcast that I gave away free models. And I think I showed you some sheets of some signs and props and accessories that you can make in 1/6 scale. In addition to that, I have also started creating something a bit bigger. This. Now, this is a 1/6 scale, small, light utility vehicle, and it's been made entirely from printed components that are printed on your standard paper fed printer. And the idea is that each panel, so the bonnet for example, you print out the sheet of paper with that on, you glue it onto some card, and then you can add it to your model. The sides come in two pieces, one front, one back, and with that you can create a complete three-dimensional model, big enough for your action figure to actually sit in. There he goes. Now, on its own, it probably doesn't seem like a lot, and you're probably wondering what the fuss is about. This paper model is the first attempt that I had. Since then, I have expanded the number of panels so that you can create different shapes of vehicle in this size. Over time, I will expand it so that there are larger wheels, tracks, roofs, enclosed canopies, everything you need to make any sort of vehicle you want. Everything from a small light vehicle like this up to a main battle tank. That's the plan. Now, why do you think we should do that? Well, the reason for creating printed models is very simple. They are cheap. The actual images themselves I am giving away free. It's then just the cost of printing it and sticking it on some cardboard that is going to be the cost of your vehicle. This costs pennies. That means you can build up a fleet very quickly. A fleet of vehicles, that is. Not a fleet of ships. We haven't quite got that far yet. It also means that you can get started quickly. It's quick and cheap. You can have it as a display. And over time, you can start to adapt them. This is a very flat looking model as it stands. I'll admit that. But because this was the first one I made a commitment that what I would do is I would detail it, rework it into a more three-dimensional, more detailed model, and that model would be put up for auction and the proceeds donated to charity. Sorry, I had a bit of a technical there. This is the vehicle that I created, and I am hoping that once I've reworked it, I'll probably give it a corrugated finish, different bumpers, give the wheels some detail so they look more three-dimensional, that sort of thing. Once I've finished that, I'm going to auction it off on eBay and let's try and make some money for charity. The particular charity, by the way, is Scotty's Little Soldiers. which is support for orphans of service personnel, and I think it's a really good charity, and I will be doing my best to raise some money for them. Finally, next time I hope I'll be able to give you some tutorials about building a larger vehicle than this, and then we'll see if we can expand the range. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you keep tuning in as I keep churning out the rather hesitant and confusing videos. Thank you.